Morning. It's been a while since I've done an early morning review. I figured, why not? Let's talk tires. This is the Hankook Kinergy. Don't know what this T is for. But let's continue. So, the Kinergy, as you can see, has these fine little bumps. Does that really matter to a professional? Some consumer report analyst, it probably matters. But to the average person, they just want to know they get good tread. It's going to stop when it says it's going to stop. They're going to be able to get through the winter, or at least through light snow. So let's examine this. Okay. Examine this we shall. Upon first inspection, it seems pretty standard. You know, you got your water evac 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you got your grooves in between the shoulder blocks. Now this right here, I'm assuming, is a wear pattern. There's one on the other side, up a little higher. But these shoulder blocks aren't exactly straight. The shoulder blocks actually go in and then they turn slightly, just slightly, and then it goes into a pattern from here, turn, and it goes into the first tread, and it goes down on the other tread, and it goes back up on the other tread. So it's almost like a wave pattern. Grip and traction. It's center tread. Besides the bumps, which the bumps may be for noise cancellation, road noise, or at least to dead the road noise. But you got these little notches right here. If I can get my fat finger out the way, then you can probably see what I'm talking about. So you got these little notches here, there, there, there. That's gonna make it easier to catch the rain, light snow. And of course, as the tread pattern wears down, these little grooves should open up a little bit. It's different. It's different. Now, I have heard. What tire was that? I have heard that in inclement weather, as they like to say, in very cold weather, Tires like these don't pick up snow as much. It doesn't get through the snow as much because these evacuation chambers, as I like to call them, are mostly for passing water through. But sometimes you get something that on paper says it can't do it, and it actually can do it. So let's see. It's still pretty hot in my area. In the 70s. It's calmed down from the 90 degree, 80 degree weather. It still might spike back up over the next month, so not sure. Can't control the weather. But between these and the Falcons, I think we're ready. Now, aside from the tread, which looks good, I would definitely say spring, fall, summer, of course. That's just, you can drive just about any tire in the summer except for dedicated winter tires. Now, Kinergy. As I said before, there is another tire that I would like to review, and it comes from the same company, Hankook. Now, side view, as you see, these grooves come all the way out to the sidewall. So during rainy weather, it's just gonna pour out. Tire splash down in the water, it's gonna pour out and get flung to the back, which is not bad. Not bad at all. Information about the tire. Well, first of all, it has an alignment indicator written on the side of it. I'm still not sure what that is. But the most important part would be, so near the inner lip of the tire, this tire, these four numbers right here, 3121, 31st week 2021. So these tires were, these tires were manufactured this year. This is probably one of the most recently manufactured tires that I've owned. So it hasn't been sitting up in somebody's warehouse for a whole year. Not that tires sitting up for a whole year are bad. And some of them are fairly decent. I've had a few of them. But the older it gets, the more it starts to deteriorate, and that can cause problems on the road. So, these 4 digits, that's something you want to look out for, to see when was the tire manufactured. Next, and this doesn't come on all tires. Try to get a good angle on this. So you have your tire information, the rest of your tire information, I should say. Let's take a closer look at these symbols. What are the symbols? What do they mean? Okay, according to the ancients, this is a sun symbol. This would be the rain, wet. So this indicating that this tire is good to go in the summer and in wet weather, dry and wet weather. This means it can get through your basic snowfall. Now, as I say, I live in the Midwest, so that might not apply to people that live in the Midwest. Eventually, we will get around to testing it in the cold. So off the top, I would say 45 degrees, maybe 40. Now, in addition to that, of course, you got your temperature rating. Temperature rating. See if I can get this in focus. 680. To date, this is the highest rating I've had. The tread wear, 680. I think I had a 4. No, I had a 540. 400, 540. But a 680? Like, what is this tire made of? And of course, your traction is A, grade A. And so is the temperature. Construction. So the sidewall has some give. It's thick, but it's soft at the same time. So I would say that this thickness and softness gives it a sturdiness, especially as the temperatures get cold. Air likes to expand and contrast, so you don't want to fill it all the way to the maximum pressure. I've been told that's a bad thing. So it's like if it's 50 psi, you don't want to go 49. It should tell you on the side of the label, tire label, inside the door jamb, what the proper pressure should be. But outside of that, as the tire gets colder, the sidewalls tend to stiffen up. So by this having some flex to it, it's gonna still stiffen up, but it'll take longer. So you'll be able to drive on these tires in lower temperatures compared to others. Like say if the average tire is 50, 45 degrees, you might be able to get away with 40, 30 degrees, maybe even lower, depending on the weather. Quite frankly, depending on the weather. I've had tires in the past all year round, maybe slip once on some ice. Then two, I've had tires I've slid, just straight slid. One year we had a bad storm and it subsided after a couple of weeks. But the crazy part was whole trucks were sliding and getting stuck. It's like, it's a truck. How are you getting stuck? Well, see, that's before I understood how tires really work. Just because you got brand new tires on your car, don't mean it's going to keep you from slipping and sliding in the wintertime. That's why they always suggest that you get dedicated winter tires. But let's be real. Everybody's not going to run out and go get winter tires. Even if they understand the benefits of winter tires. Region, where they live at, what am I gonna do with some winter tires when it's not winter? I gotta store them. Don't want them in the house. Might not have a garage. What if they live in an apartment? You know, so they're gonna do what's best for them. They're gonna probably go to the local tire shop, get 2 tires, slap them bad boys on, and go on about their business. But what I'm saying is, let's try to get as close to the right set of tires. You should absolutely get winter tires in the winter. But if you can't, and some people won't, some people, they have the money, but they rather allocate those funds to something else. But please believe, summer tires is not going to help you in the winter. So your only other choice is a good set of all weather, all season tires. All right, sorry about the interruption. Now, where were we? Oh yes, wrapping this up. Treadwear 680. Traction is A. Temperature A. The tire has a good amount of flex to the. Oops, sorry about that. A good amount of flex to the sidewall. So, as I said, 3 season rating: spring, summer, and fall. Now this, of course, is before, this is my prediction, this is before I've actually put the rubber to the road. So it may change. Of course, after I do my road test, then we'll know for certain. But yeah, I think this is going to turn out to be a good tire. This is the Hankook Kinergy, and you can find this at your local tire shop, or you can always go online, eBay, Amazon, you know. And with that, good people, I will see you out on the road.